This has got to be one of the freaking crazy breaking points for a lot of character developments, man. I mean, like, many people could argue and say a lot of things, that there are other characters out there who developed way better than Popp, but I have to say this one's one of my favorites of all, man. I mean, I've been on this journey for Dragon Quest Dai's adventure for a long time. I mean, let's see here. I started, like, in October 2020, and look where we're at. Almost about to be 2 years right now. So, yeah, if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Zalbera ends up summoning his dark evil monster army, and it seems to be overwhelming the forces of good, you know? As for Popp, he can't seem to get his insignia to glow, you know? And later on, you know, when I think about it, I'm like thinking in my mind, this guy's not really being honest with himself, you know? That's the one thing I've been trying to wonder, you know? I think that is the one thing he's not trying to be honest with himself and not really speaking out his true feelings inside his own heart. I mean, like, in the end, sometimes our own mentality is really holding us back to figure out what is wrong with us, you know? We're not... And we had to at Zalbera actually sees that Popp is not... sees him as a non-chosen one who can't seem to help create a spell, you know? And we had to Zalbera was about to hit Popp with it the moment he's opened up. Like, the moment he's open. But Merle, on the other hand, realizing Popp needs to get another push, you know? We had to it. Merle ends up deciding to, like, take the blow for Popp's, like, poison weapon that Zalbera was meant for Popp. And later on, Popp says, why the hell did you do that? And we have to it that Merle ends up confessing with the help of Leona, you know? Even Leona calls Popp a thick-headed idiot, which I don't blame her for saying that to him, you know? And we have to it that, like, Merle confesses her love for Popp, you know? That despite him being a clown and all that, he had a lot of courage here and there. And that Merle asked Popp one selfish request, like, who are you in love with, you know? Etc. Though Popp is very hesitant because it was obvious from the very beginning that Popp really loved Mom from the very beginning. And he said out loud that he actually loves Mom, which Mom was really actually shocked about, you know, etc. And we had to that Popp's insignia finally glows or glue, which I go, finally you're being honest with yourself, dude. You really were taking way too long of a freaking, like, how am I supposed to say it? Like I said, Popp was not being honest with himself and not really saying his true feelings whatsoever, but I think it was more than that. He did not have a lot of courage, etc. But now that he's shown it here and there, and it looks like to me Merle seems to pass on, but Popp screams out loud that Merle can't just die for him like that, and all of a sudden, Amy, which apparently the woman that Amy, which I believe was one of Leona's subordinates, who's in love with Hyunkuro, realizes that she feels Sage's magic from Popp, even though he's a mage, which I'm going, now, finally, dude, like, Popp, I think from this point on, if he's using Sage magic right now, he's actually surpassed Matoref, because Matoref, all this time, throughout the time of Dragon Quest in the series, he's the only one, he's only able to use powerful, like, attack magics and maybe some support. But now Popp able to use Sage magic and, like, mage power magic or attack magic. I think from this point that Popp really surpassed Matoref right now. Not as a mage and a sage overall, you know? And we don't really know what happened to Merle, but there might be a chance that she might have been saved from the last minute. I don't know. But one thing's for certain is that Popp finally becomes honest with himself, and his color of his soul was courage this entire time. Which, apparently, it seems like to me, it seems to be fitting with Popp. And we all thought that Dai was the light of courage, but it was actually Popp this entire time. Now, you guys might be wondering, okay, why is that? Let's go back to the very beginning of Dragon Quest, okay? Popp, we all know who he was. I mean, even I had very bad impressions of him, but I knew for the fact he had to develop eventually. We all knew that Popp was a lazy coward. He doesn't want to fight. He always takes the simple, lazy route, not wanting to push himself. Even Avan Sensei knows that, you know, etc. But Avan Sensei senses great potential in Popp. Like, he senses great potential in Popp as a mage, which is why he decides to train him under his wing, you know? And guess what? Popp then then and then in each arc grew as a fighter and a mage greatly. I mean, he grew ever since Matara trained him, and then he later on proved himself worthy of combat and courage every time, every single time, now and again and again and again. I think his greatest flaw throughout this time until this episode was him not being honest with himself, and that I guess he's not able to confess to Mom at all about him not being in love with her, you know? And Mom was actually shocked about this. We don't really know what the result of how she feels for Popp, you know, because I think Mom is in love with Hyunkuro, and I guess Popp was jealous of that and hated Hyunkuro for that, you know? Which I go like, come on, Popp, seriously, stop being a freaking douche, you know? Just accept things are and have the courage to do so. And I guess it's the courage that he lacked a bit of his own mentality, you know? I don't think, throughout this time, I always believe, since he's always been the guy to, like, give his best for his friends out there, I guess him not being able to express his feelings of courage, of love, you know, was what he was lacking, you know, etc. But now that he's grown out of it, and with the help of Merle giving him that push, he now unlocks his full powerful potential, not as a mage, but also as a sage. Because Amy, the girl that's in love with Hyunkuro, which I'm pretty sure she went to go help Merle in this episode, says that she senses Sage's magic from him, even though he's a mage. So apparently he has the potential of being a sage and a mage, which is what Avan's been sensing in Popp all this time, saying, I sense great potential in you as a mage. But I guess there's another thing that he didn't know that Popp was capable of, and that is being a sage as well. So I go like, wow, now that's what I'm freaking talking about, you know? That's some crazy good stuff, and etc. You know, I may be crazy for saying this, but Popp, his entire time as a character throughout the series, he grew greatly as a character. I mean, like I say, he became a lazy coward to becoming a capable of supporting fighting mage, and like, now look where he's at right now. I mean, like I said, Popp proved himself every now and time again. And you guys might be asking me, what about Hyunkuro? I mean, isn't he the one that got development too? Yeah, he did, but it was to be expected. Sure, Hyunkuro was an evil guy, but yeah, he's one of those characters that got developed too. As for Dai, of course, he developed as a character and a hero, you know? I mean, all these characters that we've seen and walked with this journey, they all developed greatly, in my opinion. I mean, Mom became a fighting priest, but later on she becomes a freaking, like, martial artist, which she was truly capable of, you know, etc. Like I said, and repeating myself, all these characters got great character development, but Popp, he finally develops greatly as a person, and a mage, and now a sage as well, you know. And look where he's at. He's able to use Sage's magic, etc. He's now able to use Sage magic now. Like I said, Amy says that she felt Popp using Sage magic, you know, which I go, now that's what I'm talking about. Cool stuff, man. Now that it took this long, and it was so damn annoying, you know, really damn annoying, but it was all worth it in the end when the time counts. But whatever the case may be, I'm really looking forward to, like, the next episode. Dang it, man! I have to wait another damn week. I don't know why a lot of people are sleeping on this series, you know? I think this series is fun and nice, you know, despite the fact that it's nothing original, nothing fantastic, nothing to a point that it's a freaking A+ masterpiece or something, but it's so good in my opinion of entertainment and action and comedy and all that all together, you know? Anyways, I'm looking forward to the next episode. Popp, finally, you know, damn, dude. It was really damn annoying about what Popp's been doing and that he was going to run away, etc. But Merle gave him the push, and Popp finally being honest with himself. Lord. Yeah. Anyways, he finally got his damn insignia to glow. Man, about time. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to the next episode. It's going to be great, but it looks like to me we have one more obstacle for our friends that has to fight for their lives right now. So we're going to have to see how that goes, you know? So, actually maybe more than that. But until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zitto. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot!